we have gotten out of the house. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We're at the park, nobody's here, so we can play on all the toys. This whole park is for us. So the other day, Chell and I had a daddy-daughter day, and I don't think I vlogged while we were here, but this place is really, really cool. No, we didn't vlog, so you guys haven't seen this. Neither has Kristen. Kristen hasn't seen this.
This is like the coolest park I've ever seen, though. This
yeah.
is amazing. And there's nobody here.
I know, it's great. It's a beautiful day today, too. Like, no wind, it's warm outside, not a cloud in sight. Oh, man. All right, so let's show you around.
It's nice to be outside.
That's what it is. Check out this rock wall. This is super cool. Like, I can't say I've seen this at a lot of playgrounds. This is so cool. It's like a mini roller coaster. Look at that. And see how it's like tilted? Excuse me while I be a child. Whoa. See what I mean? It's so cool.
This is really, really neat. In the middle of the park, there's like this sitting area, and in the middle of it, it says it's in memory of Jim, I don't know how to say that last name, Pile Sticker, devoted to family and friends. And then the coolest part is along the outside, it's all decorated by, I assume, his family and friends. And it's really, really, really pretty. I love the artsy aspects to it. And the personalization is just really, really neat. Whee!
Come on, big girl.
Good job. That was a little thump that caught me off guard. Now the two of them are gonna walk over to the zoo, which is like on the horizon way over there. It's actually pretty far, so I'm gonna drive the car over. We aren't actually going to the zoo today. We're just picking up tickets to an event called Halloween. It's this thing that the Tulsa Zoo does every year where they open the zoo late, so kind of after dark, and they have a trick-or-treat trail, and it's very kid-friendly and very fun, and I am very excited to take Chell.
And we're back home. So there was a story that I wanted to share with you guys. It was, it's interesting. I don't think I've ever actually talked about this, but the reason I thought to talk to you guys about this or tell you about it is because we went to a drive-thru and we got some burgers, and we saw this homeless person walk up, and you know, she got something, I don't know what she got, and then she got an application, and you could definitely tell the person was homeless. You know, they're pushing their cart around and all that stuff, and I was like, man, that's got to be so hard. Like, how do you get a job when you're homeless? And so I thought about, like, you know, how, like, what would you do? How would you go about it? And Kristen's like, well, it's kind of persistence, I guess. Like, you would just go there and, you know, clean up, do your best. And yeah, I don't know the whole process, but then it kind of brought me back to like how did I do things early on when I didn't have a job, when I was, no, not homeless, but you know, like when I didn't have anything going for me, I was just young. And I was like, well, my first job that I really wanted, I was like, I want this job. I used persistence to get it. And when I say that, it was, well, let me take you back to the job. So the job that I got, I wanted to be a projectionist at a movie theater because I wanted to understand movies. I wanted to understand films. I wanted to put them together, actually physically use them. And I was just really interested in that stuff, obviously. But anyway, so I went to the movie theater and I said, hey, I'd like to apply to be a projectionist. And they were like, oh, we're definitely not hiring projectionists. You know, that's a specialized job. We're not doing that. And that's, you know, I was like, dang, well, how do I get in there? And they're like, well, we're not hiring anything right now. So, you know, just maybe come back later and maybe you can be an usher. I said, well, let me put in my application. Well, I came in every single day after I put in out my application. Every day I would talk to the manager and the employees and be like, hey, how's it going? Hiring yet? Hiring yet? Eventually they all knew my name. Like, it was just like, oh, Corey's back, okay. And I told them, I said, I'm getting hired here because I want to go get up in projection booth. And everybody was like, yeah, good luck on that one, because it's like it wasn't an easy job to get into. So eventually they hired me, and I was like, sweet, I got in. And I started just trying to get my way into the projection room by waiting outside the door and waiting for the main projectionist. His name was Ron Koob. I was waiting for Ron to come down, and I kept an eye on his schedule. And I just buddied up with him. Hey, Ron, how's it going? Hey, do you think maybe one day I could just like come in and like watch you do what you do? And he was like, oh, I don't know, Corey. I may have to talk to management. I'm like, come on, Ron, just one time. I'll come into my days off. And so I think it was like a week or 2 weeks. I would come in every day that Ron was working, and he would just like teach me how to do it. And I was really enthusiastic about it. And then I just did it. Like I would do his job and he would just do nothing. He'd read his books and that was it. And I just, you know, just shoot the breeze with Ron, and it was a good time. But then after a while, Ron was like, you know, I'm getting kind of old. I could just, you know, take some extra days off. Where can I find a projectionist to take some days for me? And then I was like, yes, I love you, Ron. You're amazing. So then, of course, he went down and told management. He's like, hey, Corey knows everything about projection. Let's have him do this. And sure enough, I ended up becoming full-time. And then Ron like took off and decided to take this other job through the company and like travel to all different theaters all through the US, like putting them together and you know, tearing up and putting, it's just this whole big job working in projection. It was amazing. And eventually he took me along too. Like when I wasn't working at the theater as a projectionist, because I didn't have to work as an usher anymore, which was still a fun job. I got to go to a lot of different places, different states, and just all over the place, like putting theaters together and training people to be projectionists and all that. And I thought that right there is persistence. Like that is how just about anybody can get almost any job they want. It's just by persistence and by, you know, really putting the time in. I mean, you don't always have to go in on your days off, but that just shows how badly you want it. I wanted it bad. I feel like every job I've ever had, this is how I got it. Like I'll be straight honest. Like I'm not a very educated man. You know, like I graduated high school. I graduated with my class. That's what matters to me. But I don't have any other special things. The only thing that I have that's special about me is I don't give up on stuff so easy. Well, I'll let me change my mind on this. I try new things a lot, but it's not that I give up on the big picture, you know, because I'm like constantly here on Live Each Day, dude like hella. I used to be dude like hella. I've tried a million things and this didn't work, that didn't work. But the main thing is I'm still making videos, you know. Persistence. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you're homeless or the world seems like it's ending and you just can't seem to do things and you can't get what you want, bless you, be persistent. Be persistent. Don't give up. You get what you want. Sometimes it takes a little time, sometimes it takes a little extra work, but you get there. I have no idea what's going on right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's 4:32 p.m. and yesterday's video, I don't even know if it's yesterday's video for you guys, hasn't uploaded. Like we've been trying to upload this video for the longest time. Our internet is perfectly fine. I uploaded a video to Facebook. So if you guys watched it, awesome. But if you haven't, I'm sorry. Hopefully we'll have this. Sorry, that thing creeps me out sometimes. It ran on my foot. It was just like, la, 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 la. You little booger, is that kind of like a child prank? Is that what that is? Anyway, yeah, this is weird. YouTube's having an issue right now where like, you just can't upload anything. You can upload it, but then it says processing, and that's it. It's been doing this since 10 a.m. Here, eat food. You want some food? You want food. Eat some food, child. Here. Little butthead. There you go. You're gonna do your little electric slide again? She was like, I was chasing up there. She goes, look, see, it's this. She's doing this like foot drag thing. And it looks great. Look how fun that is. I'm not sure what's happening, but that's happening right now. Just trying to feed the child, that's all.
Hi, Sneaky. What are you doing?
Oh, that's her zombie walk. You gotta put your hands out, honey. It's more like this. There you go, look. Watch that. Watch that. Hey, child. See the zombie walk? Got the leg down. Like that. That's right. There's a, come on, zombie walk this way.
Is that what we're gonna be for Halloween? It's a family of zombies.
Oh, she can be a zombie princess. She got the princess dresses for her, and I can be like the zombie follower. Oh, she's getting, look, she's gonna. There you go. Kind of growl like a doggy.
Show your muscles.
Yeah, show your muscles,
yeah.
And then walk.
I love having a kitchen island, by the way. Like, this is a great place for her to just run around.
I love this kitchen so much. I remember from the first time I saw this house, I was like, yep, this house is amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a house that's just like way more Like, who knew that I was gonna be walking around like a zombie in the kitchen with my daughter? That's so cool. You're getting it. That's right. Perfect time for Halloween. No more food? More food?
Some days she just like has to sit at the table and eat her food, and some days we walk around the kitchen like zombies and eat. It's just how we roll.
Your turn. You want to say goodbye? Say goodbye.
Yay.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Move your hand too. Take your hand and move your hand like this. Go goodbye.
Yay.
Goodbye.
Yay.
Close enough.